Okay, so I just ordered a new recoil assembly for this. I ordered the new sprocket, I guess you could call it, and a spring. Cost about 35 bucks. Anyway, that should be here in about a week, so it's not that bad. Right now, seeing I'm waiting, I'm just finally getting around to installing this giant parts washer. I mean, that is huge, this parts washer. So, so I'm just starting to put it together, just looking over right here. Very simple to put together by the looks of it. 4 legs, center shelf. That's pretty much it. And then, of course, putting in your pump. So I'll make a little bit more of the video once I get it together, because I'm going to need it to clean that up a little bit better. So anyway, thought I'd kind of throw that in. Okay, so I have her all put together. You can see there's my sandblaster. Has a bit of styrofoam this was packed in on top of it. But you can see how long the sandblaster cabinet. Then look at this. I actually got to grab a measuring tape. I think I got 1 or 2 over here. Second here. Okay, it's 21.5 inches, let's say, that way, and it is 44.5 inches. Like, holy shit, 3 foot 9 inches. That is freaking crazy, hey? That is a big mother Frenchie. So anyway, I'm going to have to make some way for that lid to go up a little bit higher. It's I know it does have the fire stop here, where if it melts, it drops. So, but the whole point is, I'm not going to be doing anything close to flammable. But it's just, to me, it should sit up like that. But I guess if it's up that high, you can see right up to the wall, it won't be able to drop quick enough when that melts from a fire. So the only thing I notice is there's really nothing holding that tight there. It's like, look at that. So I'll have to figure out a way to somehow mount that a bit tighter at the end. Has a standard kill switch there. There's a drain plug right there. Probably see it from the bottom. Maybe not. It's a little too dark. Has a little shelf on the bottle so I can stand up my things of aerosol underneath. Now, I was always wondering if I'd have clearance to open the sandblaster cabinet. So I do. And height-wise, you could say, yeah, look at that, about 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch. So I just had time to do that, or room to do that. So it'll actually work as a workbench in a way at the same time. This is solid. Like, it may not look like it, but that is heavy. That's probably close to 100 pounds right there with nothing in it. So, of course, I got lots of garbage from reassembling or assembling it. It only took about 20 minutes to do. Now for the wood stove is what we're going to be dicking around with. That's why I undid it. Got to go find some exhaust tubing, and we're going to be throwing this into the tow-behind motor or tow-behind trailer for hunting season, or we're going to be tossing it in the motorhome, which don't know yet if we're going to do that or not. But anyway, thought I'd kind of make a video just showing this parts washer. Check this out too. Made in China, but it's indented. Like, it's actually stamped in there. Like, man, that's kind of interesting, hey? Okay, so I thought I'd post this for anyone that really cares. I just took the old Model 14 off the snowblower. Still got to take off the gas tank. Anyway, that's a newer style Model 14 here. This one here is 143302 is the model. Type 502551, serial number 206664. And this is, I believe, the first of the aluminum Model 14. And this one's a cast iron Model 14. The only thing this one here really says on it is 14 for the model, 20, 20, 74, and then 257, 836. So I just kind of thought I'd show this. This used to be on that snowblower, but of course it wasn't original. So this motor here, the intake got broken on its way here. Got broken in the back of the truck. That kind of sucks. So I still got to pull off the gas tank off the snowblower. And then I got the big 16 horsepower right there. So I'm just deciding what I want to do with them. I actually have a buyer for both of these. but he's so freaking far away, and the shipping cost and the time to put it on a pellet, I'm just not finding time for it. So it'll probably be a month or so before I get a chance to do that. Just cleaning up the yard right now. Also got that old trash pump. So got some of the engines put away here. That's a Model 23, so it's a 10 horse, I believe, is what it's considered. That's another one of the old cast iron engines. Got an old, I believe it's a K41 Kohler, couple 5 horses, iron horse, couple 2 horses, rebuilt 2 horse, some chainsaws, Clinton 490. That's a SL6 or SL5, I believe, or 4. Got myself an SL9 here, a little sear saw. I forget the model, it's just a weird number. Pioneer 750, I think, is what that one's considered. This one here is a Pioneer NU17. And I do have quite a few more in the garage. When I say quite a few more, I mean over 25 more engines in the garage. That's also a 16 horsepower for my garden tractor with the generator and everything up there. So it's a big ass sucker in that corner. Same idea as the one that's outside there. Trash pump, or not trash pump, that's actually a clean water pump. Weed eater. Back in here it is a 5 horsepower engine in the very corner there. That's a 2 horse, like I said. Iron horse. Lawnmower, which no one cares about. I noticed some more hidden in here. Of course I got the Sears with the Owen 16 horsepower twin. I got 2 IT 175s. I got the Polaris Explorer 400. Have the 400 EX. This is a Tecumseh 3 horsepower 2-stroke. Go into this pile here. Husqvarna Model 55. Just waiting on a recoil spring. What else do I have in here? Oh, there's another 5 horsepower. That's on a pressure washer. I'm waiting for parts. Chinese special generator. That's a TS350 concrete saw. I'm just finishing putting it back together. I got my CS310 Echo. That's full of carburetors and a bunch of other parts. Same with that bin. That bin is actually full of gas tanks. And I'm not going to really go through the list of all these guys here. So an old Briggs & Stratton model, I think that's a Model 8 if I remember right. That's a Model 6, I think, an iron horse. A Panther, or not a Panther, Clinton, I can't remember the model number. That's off a P40 Pioneer chainsaw. So it is a Tecumseh 7 horse, which I'm actually pulling out in a few minutes to toss on that snowblower. That's another Clinton engine. Mystery 2-stroke engine, Lawn Boy engine, a bunch more snowblower engines, 5 horses. I see another Clinton at the back there. And this is just the ones that are in the open. So last time I counted, there was over 25 or so engines in the garage here. And of course some more in the basement, but I'm not going to start filming any of those. Anyway, just thought I'd kind of make an update video on what engines I have left. I do have a few more, but maybe I'll add them to the end of this video. I know it's kind of random just putting it in here, but whatever. Just for anyone that cares, that's the Model 23, and that's the Model 14. So you can see they are quite a big difference in size. They use both the same carburetor assembly by the looks of it. I know that's very common for a lot of these old ones, just different jetting. I think the Model 14, if I remember right, is a 6 or a 7 horsepower, and these ones are 8 to 12 horsepower. I guess it all depends on what the governor is set at and from the factory and everything. But I am dying from carrying these in here. Even though it's only 2 engines, I moved a couple up on the pile there, but I think I did that before my last part. I'm thinking of bringing that big 16 horsepower into here, but I think I'm actually going to haul that into the basement for the winter. Add it to my other collection of them to rebuild. Sweet. We went to pick up some stuff to insulate the roof of the motorhome. So got lots of that. It's a good time we're doing it. I'm not sure if that's showing up on the video, but it is freaking snowing out here. So, yep, just starting to snow. And it's light right now, but it's actually meant to be pretty bad by the end of today. And as you guys know, okay, and I just had a phone call come in, so it just shuts off the recording. So yeah, it's actually starting to snow. So clouds are pretty, bad. But anyway, we're going to actually insulate the roof on this old thing because it's not really going to show up very well on here. But actually, maybe it will. So and there's nothing there. It's just bare metal up there. So we bought some styrofoam, 1-inch styrofoam to insulate it. Hoping that's going to make it a little bit decent for the winter. And we got some paneling and a few other things. I actually pulled the motor off real quick, off the snowblower, tossed on that 6-horse one. I have a guy actually coming to buy that. If I get what I want, I'll let it go. If not, I'm going to keep it and hot rod it. Still got 16-horse sitting outside. Put all the other ones away. Have someone actually coming in about an hour to look at the Polaris Explorer, so most likely I'll be selling that. So anyway, kind of thought I'd make a little bit of an update video. It was pretty dark in here, but inside the motorhome, if you want to call it that. So, oh, is this thing rough? Roof's all apart. Got a window, lots of windows back. Seating all the way around. Hole for the table. Anyway, we're going to insulate the roof and then build kind of a door slash something to keep the cab heat, because we want to be able to use this in -20 weather, so we need to be able to keep the... I just realized I had my flashlight with me. Stream light. Anyway, we want to build a wall between the cab and this area with the door. That way it keeps the heat into the front when we're driving at winter. Well, you can tell it's winter now. Just got the first little bit of snow. Look at that, eh? Fresh snow. Can't really see it the best on there. Here we go. Look at that. Hey, turn on, you stupid light. There we go. So we're just working on the motorhome, insulating the roof on it. Finally sold the Polaris Explorer. Guy's coming tomorrow to pick it up. Look at that snow, hey? Already got the snowblower out, made sure it's good for the winter. This other one here, swapped motors on it. It's loose right now. I got to remove the gas tank. Might have a buyer for that. Don't know if I'll keep it. You can see all the snow up on the tarps. So anyway, just thought I'd kind of make this just showing that it is snowing. Probably see it in the... Can't really see it in the light. So anyway, that is crazy. Want to be on my video?
Why not?
I just showed how it's snowing outside.
Okay, my last smoke.
Last smoke? That was meant to be your last smoke a year ago, Dad.
Yeah, I know. I quit for 7 months.
And then you started smoking again last week just for habit. Oh, and we do have the in-floor heating on already, and the door's left open. What good are you? So, yeah, you can actually see it a little bit better in the camera there, the snow. I know, it's kind of a mess. This is some of the insulation here that we got for the motorhome roof. Don't you fall. Got all this, has tinfoil on one side, glue on the other side. And we got some of this real thin, just shit board here. So, going to quickly insulate the motorhome roof. Here's the Husqvarna. Turn on the light here just a sec. Never had a chance to get a recoil yet, but it is on order. Should have that in a few days. Oh my god, it's bright in here. He just turned on the lights on me. Oh, giving me a headache. So, of course, still got all the engine hoard here. Never had a chance to move any of it yet. What are you bitching about now?
You just buried my sawhorses.
Perfect, eh?
Yeah. Now we got a big hole because we need them.
Good. Sweet.